Look at it.
Yeah, we're the first one. Great job. Never done this
Who is that? I need to have a conversation with someone. This is great.
behind the podium represent countries of origin of Ripon College graduates and other students. We honor them with their flags. We now honor the flag of Wisconsin and the United States of America with the presentation of flags by cadets of the Ripon College ROTC unit. Please remove your caps. Cadets, please present the colors. You may be seated. Members of the graduating class, parents and families, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests, I am Connie Ripon, and it is my great honor and pleasure as a proud first-generation college student. Sorry, I knew this was going to happen. Class of 1984 alumni and Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees to welcome you to the 156th commencement of Ripon College. We are here today to celebrate you for the remarkable achievements, persistence, and perseverance you have displayed during your time at Ripon. I'm confident I can speak on behalf of the administration, the faculty, and staff when I tell you that, collectively, this is the proudest day on campus every single year. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, please know how proud we are of you and the entire community for continuing to send thoughtful, dynamic, and passionate graduates out into the world. You can tell I'm a little passionate, right? When I crossed this stage 38 years ago, I couldn't fully comprehend all that this place had done and would do for me. Keep that in your mind and in your heart today as you receive your diploma from Interim President Young. Ripon College will always be here for you. This is your family, this is your home. Today is truly a day to celebrate.
It has been a tradition at Ripon since 1957 to focus each commencement upon a particular theme. The theme changes each year, but it always relates to the college's commitment to the liberal arts. This, the 156th commencement at Ripon, celebrates the theme, The Stories We Tell, connecting to our community through theater, by recognizing regional partners who play an important role in continuing to build the lasting impacts that theater and the performing arts play in our community, state, and beyond. Our keynote speaker and honorary degree recipient, Brenda DeVita, is the artistic director at American Players Theater, one of the country's most popular venues for classical theater. It is located outside of Spring Green, Wisconsin. Davida began her journey with American Players Theater in 1995 and has served as company manager, casting director, and associate artistic director. She studied theater at the University of Northern Iowa, as well as with the Professional Theater Training Program at the University of Delaware. She trained in Japan with Tadashi Suzuki, an avant-garde theater director, writer, and philosopher, and the founder and director of the Suzuki Company of Toga. She has also worked for many years as a professional actor. At American Players Theater, she was instrumental in creating the Core Acting Company, an acting apprentice program, and in developing the voice and text department, which has become one of the most robust and respected in the country. Brenda also helped create For Pete's Sake, a local Spring Green organization that raises funds for residents who face extraordinary financial hardship. Today, we also honor Anne Negri-Lewenthal, with an honorary degree. Anne is a K-8 drama specialist in the Evanston-Skokie District 65 schools in Illinois. And she is an award-winning playwright for young audiences. Anne received her degree from Ripon College in 2003 with majors in theater and French, and her MFA in theater for youth from Arizona State University. She has written several plays for young audiences. With Two Wings, published by Dramatic Publishing, received the 2014 American Alliance for Theater and Education Distinguished Play Award and the 2010 Kennedy Center ACTF Theater for Young Audiences Award. It was also a finalist in the Bonderman Playwriting for Youth Symposium and has been produced nationally and internationally in Japan and Taiwan. In 2020, Anne received the Illinois Theater Association's Award of Excellence in Creative Drama. She worked as an actor in summer stock theaters for several years, spent one school year in France teaching elementary school students English, and interned for a year with First Stage Children's Theater in Milwaukee. Each year, the college celebrates its establishment in 1851 by honoring community partners with the Founders Day Award. This award is given to individuals or organizations who exemplify the ideals of the founders of Ripon College and who have contributed above and beyond the mission of the institution. I am so pleased to present the 2022 Founders Day Award today. Dr. Light, could you please join me on stage? Here to receive the Founders Day Award is Dr. Jeannie Like, a pediatrician in the Ripon community for 29 years. She received her medical degree from the University of Cincinnati College of Medicine. She has a passion for education, teaching parents about how to support their children's development and how to take care of them. She also is involved with public health. She chaired the Green Lake County Health Advisory Committee through the end of 2021 and is medical advisor for the Ripon Area School District. Dr. Like embodies the ideals of the founders of Ripon College in her service to our community, in her care of our children, and in her commitment to education around pediatric health. During the COVID-19 pandemic especially, she has been on the front lines of delivering health care to the children of Ripon. She has impacted the community broadly in her role as medical advisor for the school district and continually shows leadership and dedication to the well-being of our community. Congratulations, Dr. Like, on the Founders Day Award. Annually, at commencement, the college also celebrates an outstanding elementary, middle, or high school teacher or a school administrator with its Distinguished Educator Award. This award is given to an educator who has greatly impacted students and is admired by fellow teachers for strong scholarship and leadership while maintaining exemplary student engagement. I am pleased to present Ripon College's 2022 Distinguished Educator Award to Jordan Pollard, a 4th and 5th grade teacher at Franklin Elementary School in West Allis, Wisconsin. Jordan, could you please join me on stage? Mr. Pollard is from West Allis originally and received his degree in elementary education with a minor in mathematics from Carroll University in Waukesha. He says he chose to work with elementary school students because he had very positive experiences in school with influential teachers when he was that age. In addition to classroom teaching, Pollard also has been on the theater directing staff for the West Allis School District since 2010 and a director since 2016, working with students at the intermediate and high school levels as well as the elementary school level. He was nominated for the award by Ripon College graduating senior Lindsay Wigand, whom he mentored as a stage manager for several productions. She said he has been, quote, a great inspiration to me throughout high school and college. Throughout those years, Jordan assisted me in becoming a more put together and skilled stage manager. Lindsay has continued to stage manage throughout her college years and has discovered a love of teaching technical theater. Quote, now thanks to Jordan's guidance and an amazing letter of recommendation, I will be attending graduate school in the fall to get my Master's of Fine Arts in Theater. As a teacher, Lindsay says, Pollard made his classroom an innovative place where students are not only learning through textbooks and papers, but through hands-on activities. Quote, overall, Jordan has been an amazing teacher and leader in my life, and I am so grateful I got to, and still get to, work with him. Jordan, congratulations. In keeping with today's theme of the stories we tell, connecting to our community through theater, we present an honorary degree, the Doctor of Fine Arts, to Anne Negri Lewenthal. She will be presented with the degree by Trustee Blaine Gibson, Ripon College class of 1981.
It's my honor to introduce Anne Negri Lewenthal. With respect for your work as a drama specialist in District 65, Evanston-Skokie, Illinois Public Schools, in admiration for your success as a playwright for young audiences, with productions being staged both nationally and internationally, and in recognition of the honors you have received, including the Illinois Theater Association's Award of Excellence in Creative Drama, the American Alliance for Theater and Education Distinguished Play Award, the Kennedy Center ACTF Theater for Young Audiences Award, and finalist status in the Bonderman Playwriting for Youth Symposium.
Anne Negri Lewenthal, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ripon College, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Fine Arts with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
I have laryngitis, but I do have a couple minutes to speak. Thank you to Ripon College for this great honor. I especially want to thank all of my professors, particularly Ken Hill and Bob Amsden. An honorary doctorate truly affirms my work as a drama specialist and as a playwright who writes plays for young audiences. This moment lifts my creative spirit and spurs me on to find those moments when I can write. My love of theater started at a very young age, and as an enthralled audience member, soaking in the stories brought to life on stage at First Stage Children's Theater, the Milwaukee Rep, and of course, American Players Theater. My high school experiences took me out of the seat and onto the stage, but it was my studies at Ripon College that opened my eyes to the possibility of theater as an essential part of my life. There are so many stories to tell. Because of Ripon, I took an inspirational children's theater class. Because of Ripon, I became Rosalind, Gwendolyn Fairfax, and Titania. Because of Ripon, I learned how to be a stage manager and safely wield power tools. And because of Ripon, I savored a taste of summer stock. But of course, the stories go beyond theater. Because of Ripon, I can still speak French and play the clarinet. Because of Ripon, I studied orca whales off the coast of the San Juan Islands. Because of Ripon, I learned how to deliver pizza over at Roadhouse. And because of Ripon, I fell in love for the first time. Because of Ripon, I think deeply, pursue curiosities, ask big questions, and seek collaborations. I am a stronger artist, writer, educator, friend, partner, sister, daughter, parent, and a human being because of Ripon. Congratulations to all of this year's graduates. Your Because of Ripon story started on your first day here, and I promise you, you will have so many more. Happy telling.
Thank you, Anne. Our second honorary degree candidate and today's keynote speaker, Brenda DeVita, will receive the honorary degree Doctor of Fine Arts. She will be presented with the degree by Honorary Lifetime Trustee Doreen Conforti-Chemereau, Ripon College Class of 1973.
Brenda DeVita, with respect for your distinguished career in the theater arts as an actress, director, and administrator, in recognition of your 27 years devoted to American Players Theater in Spring Green, Wisconsin, as a director, company manager, casting director, associate artistic director, and artistic director since 2014. And in admiration of your role in creating and serving with For Pete's Sake, a Spring Green organization that raises funds for residents who face extraordinary financial hardship.
Brenda DeVita, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ripon College, I confer upon you the honorary degree Doctor of Fine Arts with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Yeah, I'm crying. Yep, that's how I do. Hi, hello, thank you so much, Ripon College, and Andrea, thank you so much, and Doreen. It's been a lovely, feels like 37 days, but it's only been like about 24 hours. It's been amazing. I'm gonna just look at this for a second. I'm a doctor, y'all. My husband's having a heart attack right now. My brothers are certainly having a heart attack right now. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, you're so beautiful. You are so beautiful to look at. Oh, you're so beautiful, thank you. I'm so honored to be here talking today.
and I'm humbled, and I'm excited, and I want you to know I take very seriously the next 15 minutes of having your attention. So please, I promise I'll try to be as entertaining as possible, but please give me your attention. And as an extrovert, it's like a dream come true, so thank you so much. So no, seriously, I'm deeply humbled to be here and share this day, your day. It's your day. It's not about me or anyone else up here, it's about you. And I was so thrilled to learn that I was gonna be able to talk about community, and specifically how theater and storytelling build community. And now, I know you're not all theater makers out there, and some of you probably aren't theater goers. So I was gonna talk about the Greeks and how it created community around the veterans that came back from the war to write Trojan women. And I know some of the professors over here would love to have heard that. I also could have talked about the oral history of the Africans and how they told their stories for generations through storytelling. And all of that is amazing and brilliant. But to talk about community to you and how it can be a building block for you. And not just going to theater as an audience member, but what theater lessons have to teach us about how to build ourselves. And that's your job, guys. You're all gonna go out there and look for jobs, but your first job is figuring out how to build you. I believe passionately in community. It's been the answer to almost everything I've ever needed in my life. So it's easy for me to talk about, especially right now, right? Since the pandemic, and since all of the huge issues that are facing you all, and I'm not gonna sit here and depress you because you guys think about it a lot harder than I do probably. But community gets us through those things, right? Those challenging situations, and I think alone is a very hard place to be. And for me, frankly, it's terrifying. Okay, so can we just do something, all you guys, all of them? Okay, I'm from the theater, we're gonna have a little exercise. Okay, will you just indulge me for a minute? Will you all just stand up for a second? Okay, you look beautiful. I love all the special regalia. Okay, so I want you to take a second, just right now, close your eyes, and think back to the first day of school, when you were standing awkwardly in your dorm room, like no one was talking to you, or you were in the hall, you didn't know where you were lost for class, right? You felt out of place and kind of excited and kind of scared, right? So now, I want you to think of the first person you can remember that didn't make you feel alone, that helped you, like you made eye contact. And I want you to find that person in the crowd. If you can, look at them, turn around, find each other, open your eyes. And I want you to find each other. I want you to say hi. I want you to high five each other. Take a deep breath. This is your day, you guys. This is your community. You made this community together, right? This is your moment, one of the moments of your life, and it was made in community. So I want us to recognize that, okay? Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna make you do improv or anything. Y'all sit down. I'm from the theater, and exercise at any event is appropriate, so that's the way that goes. Okay, it's true. Theater creates community. That's the truth. Both for the audience, right, watching the story, and for the theater makers themselves, by the nature of how we do our work. But honestly, this isn't about plays or theater. This is about you. At the heart of it, theater gives us an opportunity to expand ourselves, right? Just like a good novel will. To create ourselves the space to consider and feel another human being's story. In theater, we can consider a character thoroughly. Most of the time, a story on stage that's happening, I mean, it might not have anything to do with you. It might be a king usurping a crown, or a queen getting her head cut off. It's a whole nother patriarchal speech. We're not gonna do that one. But if you can happen to see an aspect of yourself in that king, or in that queen, or you see someone you love in that play, theater gives us a space to explore that human being's plight. People are messy and complicated, and in theater, the more complicated and messy, the better. Conflict and contradictions on stage are the best opportunities for us to consider our own contradictions. And at the heart of it, it affords us an opportunity to expand our mind just a little bit. Our understanding of what a human being is with all their flaws and strengths. I believe in telling stories, and that telling stories and sharing stories is a basic human need. And I think we all have a deep desire to comprehend the inexplicable bits of life. You know, the things you don't know why you're here, why good people do bad things, why bad people do good things, why you do bad things sometimes. So I want you to think about, when you hear about a story of someone in your life who's had a really hard time, a tragedy or something, and the first thing you often do when you meet them is you tell them a story, right? You tell them a story about how you
experienced exactly the same thing, or you felt that scared, or that chaos, or that guilt, or that shame for sins that you committed as well. And you do that with the hope of connecting, finding your common ground, your common humanity, and realizing that you're not alone, and they're not alone. We find comfort in that. We often say to each other, walk in each other's shoes, right? Easier said than done. It is so difficult to really, truly understand what's going on in someone else's mind. I mean, we have a lot of folks up here who've been married for a while. We all know that's for real. Like, what is actually going on in that person's head and their perspective, their lived experience? We need to help. We need some help in order to do that. We need a way in and some opportunities to learn how to listen, how to consider. And nothing, in my opinion, is better at offering that than theater and stories. A well-told story opens your mind to a little bit more to understanding. And I think that is really, really important, however you learn how to listen. More now than ever. I believe that when we have conflicts, or we're angry, or we don't understand, or we disagree, our inability to actually consider each other, to feel empathy for each other, or at least some kind of, hey, I see you, I get you, I don't agree, but I get you, is our biggest problem right now. And without that, we are all in deep, deep trouble. The further away we get from empathizing with one another and the less we understand each other, you guys, the surer or safer we feel in our own particular point of view or our own familiar space, the smaller our world gets. Now that can be incredibly seductive and incredibly comfortable, but unfortunately, it does not help us grow. It does not help you grow. It actually makes us smaller and alone. And right there is the heart of what theater offers us. You come into a space with an incredibly diverse group of people, like we see here today. And sometimes you're thinking, like, what are they doing here? Or why is she wearing that? And that's ridiculous. And you don't know any of these people, and you start judging each other. You all sit down, and we're all human. We're doing our thing. Someone's sitting too close to you. And then the story starts. And if it's a great story, if the artists have done their work, you get swept up, right? And all of a sudden you go, and you gasp, or you laugh. You laugh out loud in a crowd, and everybody around you's laughing. And all of a sudden you all look at each other like, oh my gosh, you felt that, I felt that too. I thought that was funny. And you have a connection. And sometimes you cry in a theater. And you all are having the same feeling together, and you're not so different. You understand something. And you also understand that everyone in the room understands it together. In the theater, there's safety in the dark, and it can do wonders. My favorite thing about the theater is some people come in and they're so buttoned up. They're so concerned with keeping themselves protected. But in the theater, if they get swept up, I've seen it a million times. They see themselves or someone they love up there on that stage, and they catch a glimpse of that pain that they have that is no longer their own private pain. And they can there, in the dark, let themselves be open and experience emotions. They're no longer alone in that pain, and they feel safe. Safe among strangers. How is that possible? You're gonna be among strangers, and you're gonna figure out how to be safe. But it happens, and it doesn't cost them anything to feel and to be moved and to grow. And I understand that not all of you are theater makers, and not all of you are theater goers, and I won't put you on the spot by asking you to raise your hand if you go to the theater, but I will ask you, how many of you go to concerts? Live music? Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. When you go to a concert, especially one of your favorite artists, what happens when you're there? Like, you know all the songs. Absolutely. But you don't look like you have any problem anywhere having a good time. But so, absolutely, you start to sing along with the crowd. Even if you're not a person who would ever do that, all of a sudden you're in a crowd and you look ridiculous if someone were to take a video of you out of context, right? But you have some kind of pact that you have in that moment because you're enjoying this artist. It's a form of community. That's the wonder of art. It breaks down all kinds of barriers, and you immediately feel and understand people without having to get through all the messy conversations. So I have kids about your age. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I have kids about your age. And they had grown up around the theater. I mean, they lived there their whole lives, and that is a weird place to grow up for kids. But they're around artists who are very, very agile at making community. And my kids got this sort of idealistic kind of misunderstanding about how easy it is to find your place in the world and your community from that experience. And they're beginning to realize, like, I've got to build this. It's gonna have to start with me to make that thing happen. That thing I'm seeing over there that looks so easy. And this is really interesting. There are studies that prove that after food, drink, and shelter, the next most important thing necessary for a human being to survive is connection. It's proof. I know it's true. Theater artists, and specifically actors, depending on these connections quickly, right? They must do it every time they start a job. Every 8 weeks, they're going from theater to theater, or film set to film set, which can be so stressful, but it's essential that they make these connections so quickly. And here's the thing to know about actors. In order for them to be authentic up there, for you to believe who they are, so they have to look at every part of themselves to become that. And sometimes they have to look at parts of themselves they don't even know or like. And it's really risky to look at those parts of yourself and to express those parts of themselves. They use their hearts and their minds and their bodies, and it's really scary. So they have to know themselves, right? And if everybody in a rehearsal process agrees to take that risk collectively, they begin to create a sort of cocoon of trust in that rehearsal space. I'm sure you've experienced this in classrooms or on projects or in sports. A kind of agreement that everyone's going to have to be brave together, right? And they need that, an artist needs that to be able to create, because without it, and this will also feel possibly familiar, they feel the need to protect themselves, to stay comfortable, to look like they know what they're doing, that they had the answer to the question they didn't actually know. They didn't actually read that part last night, but they're gonna pretend they do, right? That sound familiar? That never leads to great art or great work. But when you feel seen, when you take risks and express yourself, your ideas, and you're accepted for that, you know that feeling, right? When you feel like someone's getting you, like anything feels possible in that moment, and anything is. Things you can never dream of being able to do alone, you will be able to do with your community. So remember back what I said about coming into college and you were all alone that first week, and then you met somebody and you kind of like made a connection, and you maybe risked saying something funny, and then they laughed. They didn't look at you like, oh, you're stupid. Like that guy, that person that didn't shut you out, and you're like, oh my God, I'm safe with that person. My God, I found somebody, I found my people. That's what we're always looking for until you die. For the rest of your life, that never goes away. People to be safe with. Some people seem like they always got that, right? I think maybe, I'm sorry, you in the yellow. You look like you probably always make community all the time. You don't struggle with connecting? Think about the most vivid person you know, right? And they seem to have all the charisma. And in theater, we call it the it factor. I hate that. People come in and like, oh, they have the it factor. And you're like, well, oh, what is that? What is that? I know, I instantly connected with that person. I spent a long time thinking about this. I've been doing auditions for I've seen thousands of actors. And I always am like, what is that quality? I work with a lot of young actors. And when I see them in an audition, and we're complete strangers, the same way you're gonna be walking into job interviews or graduate school, the same way you walk into those things. And I think those guys only have 3 minutes to put an impression on us, and it's usually someone with the timer, so there's a lot of pressure. And what's fascinating about those people is the people who imprint on my heart and my mind that I remember after 100 auditions, they have a confidence about themselves. And I believe that often that confidence isn't come from all the experience they have or the big, huge resume they have and all the work that they've done, which is all great. But most of it comes from people who know themselves. And I don't mean knowing who they'd like to be. And I don't mean knowing who they wish they were. I mean having a deep knowledge of what is true about themselves and owning that truth and being proud of it. What happens more often in auditions is that people come in and they try really hard and understandably to be the thing that they think you think they want. So they're up there with this gap happens between us and we're like, what's happening? And I don't know, I didn't really get a hold of that guy. And it comes across as posturing and inauthentic. And I spend a lot of time talking to young actors about how to bring confidence into their work, how to bring themselves to their work. And the most important thing is for them, besides being prepared and doing your homework, I will never say you shouldn't do your work, but is to spend time being radically honest with themselves. Spend the time to actually contemplate what you're grateful about yourself, what you know you're good at, admit what you know you're bad at, and what is worthy about you. And there is always, don't ever let anybody tell you, there's always something worthy about you. I think you have an opportunity to let yourself off the hook when you're supposed to be something you think you're supposed to be more than you are. You are enough. You are what you are in that moment. There's no change in that, no matter how much you wish and pretend. That moment is not the time to start thinking about what you wish you would have done to prepare or how much work you wish it. No, 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 no. You are here now. And that's your best chance, is to own that. And I guarantee you, if you pretend to be someone else and you do get the job, you're still going to be who you are. And your knowledge that you're not who you think, your knowledge that you know you're not who they think you are, that's where insecurity comes from, guys. And insecurity is a weight you do not want to add to your shoulders, because you start to feel like you snowed somebody, and then you start to pretend, and then you start to protect yourself, and then you start to lie to yourself, and then you start to build a persona that is not actually who you want to be. But once you've given up the idea that it's something you should be, you can begin to own who you are. And then you can begin to own who you want to become. You can start your work. It is incredibly freeing. If you hear nothing else from me, if you open up to the work of truly knowing yourselves, you guys, you will develop an unquestionable core that you can count on to be true. And then you will experience this kind of island of security, this island under your feet. And you will grow, and you'll be able to, it'll be stable, and you'll feel like you're building something, and you'll be able to add things to that, and you will have stronger roots eventually. If you're not spending time and energy pretending and presenting something that isn't actually you, it is exhausting and soul-killing. And don't wait till you're 50 to figure it out. And I don't know any other way to tell you this, but this is your life's work. Be patient and kind with yourself. Be curious about who you are and what you want to be. It's thrilling. And one more important piece of advice, and then I'll shut up. I want to share with you that the journey is easier if you do this thing, I promise. Find people in your life who will tell you the truth. Those deep, dark secrets that you think might be true about you, that you don't want to admit to yourself, so that you can own them and you can master yourself. Do not surround yourself with people who tell you what you want to hear, especially if you're a boss. That way madness lies. Surround yourself with people who reflect back to you the best parts of yourself and help you unearth the worst parts of yourself. People who are brave enough to tell you the truth and ask you to be remarkable. And you can ask them to be remarkable too. And to hold each other accountable. I truly think people want to be asked to be great. And here's a secret. Everybody's afraid they're not remarkable. But they can be. It's the pretending that you're not scared that's suffocating and a waste of your time. It's important to acknowledge that vulnerability in each other. Give space and time for one another. Hold one another gently so you can grow. This journey of authenticity together is a very, very sacred place. It's a sacred space. And that's what community is for. Community is that safety net, the net beneath you that is going to catch you when you make mistakes. And you will make big mistakes. Please, please make some really big mistakes. So your work to be authentic and find your community. It is that, just that. And the people out there who are going to be looking for the same thing, they will see and hear you. Real meets real. That's what I always hear. But be picky. and be careful, but when you find them, treasure them. You're here today at your graduation, and you're going to step away from the safety of this community right now, and you know a lot of stuff, right? You just spent 4 years learning a lot of stuff, right? And you don't know a lot of stuff. But you know enough for right now. It's what you got. You really do. And the world out there, they need you. They need all of you. They need the real you. They need the true you. And I feel so grateful to have had your attention for this time to share these ideas with you. I'm so hopeful for you all. And I hope that you can really, really love your lives. And remember that that comes from loving yourself and each other. So with all my heart, I wish you the best, your best, most authentic life. I promise it won't look like you think it's gonna look, I promise. But if you stay present and open, it will be remarkable. So love yourself and each other. Take care.
Thank you, Brenda, for that moving and inspirational speech. Each year at Ripon College, the graduating class presents a gift to the college. Presenting this year's senior class gift are the senior class officers: Evan Barbian, Sol Angel Gonzalez, Zach Gustafson, Zoe Hazel, Abby Lane, and Logan Zeinert. Will you please come forward?
Thank you, Interim President Young. The Senior Class Gift Committee has been working very hard this year to make the class of 2022's Senior Class Gift a truly memorable one, as a way for us to leave our mark here at Ripon College. Without the help of Ripon College community, these efforts would not have been successful. So we are here to show you just how much the class of 2022 appreciates Ripon College and the alumni and friends that have helped support us throughout the years by giving back. This year's gift will go directly to support the Ripon Fund. A special thank you goes to the Alumni Association Board of Directors for their continued support of the senior class gift. We look forward to following in your generous footsteps as we embrace our new role as Ripon College alumni. Our class really did go above and beyond this year, with 10 of our classmates joining the prestigious 1851 Club, with their generous gifts throughout the year and adding to our class's legacy. We also were near the top of the class leaderboard during One Day Rally, Ripon's annual Giving Day, with 42 seniors giving that day. Miss Interim President, the class of 2022 is pleased to inform you that 70% of the senior class has given. And thanks to the generosity to the Alumni Board, we are able to present this check to the college of $3,007. We appreciate everyone who has made this total a possibility. I really hope that you guys take pride in this gift that we are giving today, as we had taken a part into the rich tradition of Ripon College by paying it forward to the next generations.
Thank you. And a very sincere thank you to the members of the Ripon College class of 2022 for your generosity. To welcome our graduates to the ranks of Ripon College alumni, I would like to welcome and introduce Kimberly Larson, Ripon College class of 2008, and President of the Ripon College Alumni Association Board of Directors. Ms. Larson.
Graduates of Ripon College class of 2022, congratulations. As President of the Ripon College Alumni Association Board of Directors, it is my honor and privilege to officially welcome you to the ranks of Ripon College alumni. We are excited to be adding the class of 2022 to our family of nearly 12,000 alumni worldwide. Please know that your addition will make us all stronger. Commencement is a celebration in which the whole Ripon College community shares in your achievements and honors you for your efforts, your commitment to excellence, and your many successes over the past 4 years. Today is all about celebrating you. I speak on behalf of all alumni when I offer my congratulations on getting to this moment. As you move to a new place or travel on your next adventures, you will find Ripon connections nearly everywhere you go. From personal experience, I can tell you that once you find out that you are both Ripon graduates, you will see the smile, the knowing look, you will greet each other as old friends, and you will both feel that special connection that only being a part of the Ripon family can bring. As you begin this new journey, the Ripon College Alumni Association will continually be here to help. As new Ripon alumni, there are many opportunities to develop relationships with your extended family, alumni of all ages who share the Ripon College experience and community. Going forward, please make sure to take advantage of alumni events, regional get-togethers, alumni weekend, and many other networking opportunities. No matter how many years are between you, the story sharing and laughs about Ripon experiences will make you feel right at home. You are never too young to be involved in your new role as alumnus or alumni of the college. When I sat in one of those chairs in 2008, I never imagined that 14 years later, I would be standing before the class of 2022 at your commencement. You will find that life takes many unexpected twists and turns. The lessons learned at Ripon, both in and out of the classroom, and the friendships you made over the years have helped me in countless ways on my journey, and I know they will do the same for you. On behalf of all alumni, congratulations and welcome to the Ripon College alumni family. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly. Each year, the senior class board recommends a senior to address the graduates on this special occasion, reflecting on the class of 2022 and your Ripon College experiences. Our speaker this year is Sarah King of Superior, Wisconsin. Sarah, yeah, we can clap for Sarah. Here she comes. Sarah graduates today with a major in biology and a minor in history. During her time at Ripon, Sarah has been involved with WRPN and paranormal investigators since her sophomore year. After graduation, Sarah plans to work as a lab assistant in a hospital and study for the MCAT, or the Medical College Admissions Test.
Firstly, I would like to issue a welcome to friends and families of our graduates, our esteemed alumni, as well as our faculty, staff, administrators, and all of the other guests I see out there who have made the trip up here today. It is a pleasure to see everyone's faces in person after all of the struggles of overcoming the COVID-19 pandemic. Over my 4 years here at Ripon College, I've learned so much about what it means to be a part of a community, not just with my fellow students, but with the people of Ripon as well. Some of my fondest memories here are from the community potluck hosted by members of the local churches. Getting to sit down and talk to people from the community was a truly wonderful experience and really helped me feel welcomed into this new environment. I think we as students tend to take for granted just how fortunate we are to be a part of such a tight-knit community and the benefits that come along with it. However, it may have also have spoiled us a bit in that as we move on from Ripon College, some of us to higher education, others to begin work in our field, we may not always have these small community relationships that we have come to know. Although in some ways, maybe that's good for us. By moving on to bigger places and bigger things, we'll be able to impart the knowledge that we have developed here and apply it to the rest of our education and our lives. It is my hope that as we advance to wherever our lives take us, that we will carry with us some of the great memories from our experiences here. Going to our first Yule Ball and getting that familiar sense of what it felt like to go to prom, to attending the football games every Saturday to support our fellow students. The amount of support we show each other at this college truly amazed me the further we moved into our time here. We as a graduating class, as well as a campus as a whole, are truly privileged, not only in our sense of support for one another, but in the sense that a lot of us could look around and know the name of almost every person in our graduating class, or at least say that we've seen them around campus. Even though our performance stages may have been different, being our laboratories, auditoriums, or our sports complexes, all of them led up to the same premiere, our Catalyst 300 presentations, which marked the end of Act 1 of our Ripon College career. Then we all had to move on to Act 2 in our various senior seminars, starting with finding an advisor to act as our new director. These milestone performances of our research throughout our time here are some of the biggest events we hold with our community as our audience members. Afterwards, the audience even gets to meet the actors behind the scenes which have just played out, and for a moment, we all get to feel like we opened their eyes to something new. Personally, I can say that as a first-generation college student, I was terrified of the idea of attending a four-year college. The thought of living away from home and having to start completely over in terms of friends and faculty relationships made me anxious. Then once I got here and saw the friendliness of my fellow classmates and the supportiveness of our faculty, those anxieties started to shrink. Even being involved with the community through various events helped me to realize how connected the college really was to the greater community, which made me feel right at home. In our time here, I think a lot of us have gotten comfortable with the friends we have made and the faculty relationships that we developed, and maybe even our relationship with our community members. But now we're coming to realize those fears and anxieties again as we move on to our next adventure in life. I know that we have the knowledge and the power to succeed at anything that we set our minds to. If we can make it through a pandemic from our sophomore year onward, nothing can stop us from taking on whatever life throws at us next. So I hope that all of us can take that strength with us, because I know that each and every one of us have the drive, power, and hunger to do whatever it takes to achieve our goals and to find our place in this world. All of us have the ability to achieve greatness. We just have to believe that we can. Whether it be in sports, our jobs, or furthering our education, all of us have the ability to make our families and ourselves proud. As it was said by John Silver in Disney's Treasure Planet, you got the makings of greatness in you, but you gotta take the helm and chart your own course. As long as we're able to apply the determination and drive that we have learned at Ripon College, we will be able to fulfill our dreams and reach our full potential, no matter what obstacles may lie in our way. We just have to be able to take control of our lives in the way that we have for the past 4 years. So congratulations, class of 2022. We made it. Despite having a complete change in our education halfway through our college experience due to the global pandemic. Despite anyone who may have told us we couldn't. Despite the polar vortex of our freshman year and every rough Wisconsin winter, we powered through all of these challenges because in the end, the show must go on. I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of us, and I hope that every one of you accomplishes everything you've ever dreamed of in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Will the members of the graduating class please rise? Interim President Young, it is my pleasure to present to you the members of the Ripon College class of 2022, who by vote of the faculty have completed the course of study for the degree Bachelor of Arts.
Before I actually confer your degrees upon you, I would ask you, as your time as Ripon College students comes to a close, to take a few moments to think about the special people who played the most important role in getting you to this point in your lives. Would you please turn to those in the audience here and those watching online who have supported you in the pursuit of your degree and take this opportunity to show them your appreciation. Thank you, parents and families. You have every reason to be proud. By the action of the faculty, the Board of Trustees are concurring, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Will all but the first row now be seated, and Dean Sisko, will you please present the members of the Ripon College class of 2022 for their diplomas? Yeah, let's clap.
Peyton Drake Altman. Olivia McHugh Ambrose. Abby Ellen Anderson. Anika M. Anderson. Luis Manuel Aragon Miranda. Guadalupe Aviles. Francis Louise Jesus Asen. Tyler Daniel Stephen Blair. Evan Anthony Barbian. Lizeth Barbosa Rios. McKenna Rose Bartelme. Sophie Kate Bartle. Cassie Jo Barrett. Brianna Michelle Bebenek. Jacob Allen Bennett. Clarice Catherine Bergman. Thomas Ryan Bianchi. Jordan S. Browner. Sonia Rochelle Brugman. Walter Bryant. Abigail Buxa. Drake Marion Burton. Brianna Cada. Carmen Rose Kaya. Mario Antoine Chandler Jr. Jada Renee Colburn. Alex Coleman, diploma presented by his brother-in-law, Nick Eastman, Ripon College Assistant Professor of Educational Studies. Theodore Conrad. Alicia Montserrat Contreras. Skylar Elizabeth Cooney. Savannah Sky Couser. Rhett Allen Cunningham. Caitlin Maria Dano. Andrew James DeMatteo. Concilio Joseph De Loreto. Heath James Dillenbeck. Garrett Christopher Doderling. Cameron Lloyd Dorflor. Angelica Patricia Dombrowski. Kiara Marie Duffy. Victoria Haley Duran. Maria Estrada. Sasha Mercedes Evanoff. Isabel Marie Fayan. Zachary Ryan Fisher. Braden Arthur Fulbrecht. Zachariah John Frieders. Devin Giesler. Alexa J. Gagline. Abriana Michelle Gammel. Sol Angel Gonzalez. Catherine Nicole Gromit. Owen Connor Green. Abigail Margaret Greiger. Brad Dana Gill. Zachary John Gustafson. Travis James Hammonds. Marcus R. Harnett. Zoe Rose Hazel. Dylan Michael Henke. Lauren Hess. Ivy Lee Hoffman. Brooklyn D. Hogan. Elliot Thomas Holt. Leah Ashley Hooser. Matthew Johnson. Olivia Mae Killian. Natalie Ann King. Sarah E. King. Brianna Lynn Kervanpri. Elena D. Kish. John Harlan Kitterman IV. Emma Kleiber. Ray Klansnick. Stephen Robert Klickner. Caleb Roman Klinzing. Braden Michael Kobus. Madeline Leah Cohn. Lillian Claire Coplin. Skylar Monica Cutlars. Austin Kenneth Krause. Gemma Faye Kraus, diploma presented by her mother, Kathy Welch, Ripon College Director of Student Health Services. Miles James Perry, Kremsreiter. Morgan Krogh. Alexis Alexandra Kruger. Samara Faye Kushtib. Abigail Elizabeth Lane. Lee Cooley. Mason Hunter Leslie. Wenbo Lee. Juliet Elizabeth Lingle. Claire A. Lubke. Abigail Elizabeth Maas. Joseph Carl Maddox. Cormac Joseph Madigan. Ryan Alexander Mahoney. Mary Elizabeth Marchnewski. Milo Everett Eugene Matthews. Kelsey Anna Morris. Alyssa Nicole Neighbor. Muhammad Naveed Nafisi Bahabadi. Brianna Olek. Jacob Nicholas Pankratz. Srivali M. Paulson Eilenfeld. Riley Pella. Deontay Romar Perry. John Robert Pukula, Jr. Madeline Page Pino, diploma presented by her mother, Danny Pino, Ripon College, colleague in Sage Dining Services. Sydney Jordan Pitkinger. Pittinger. Eugene Pliska. John Peter Koulakis. Anna Gabrielle Shabelski. Beatriz Adriana Quinteros Cabrera. Garrett Lee Radke. Peyton Lindsay Ron. Gabriel Ramirez. Emily Morgan Rigdon, diploma presented by her mother, Jean Rigdon, Ripon College Director of Teacher Education. Ethan Ripp. Rebecca Leigh Rossen. Madison M. Rostala. Maddie Ryback. Samantha Marie Non Schaefer. Theron Walter Schindler. Mackenzie Marie Schmidt. Ryan John Schmidt. Ryan Shaberg. Adam G. Skulzy. Reese Nolan Schreckengust. Morgan Schwitty. Madeline Olivia Seiler. Hunter Ryan Simmers. Julia Scamra. Allison Rose Sloviak. Devin Smith. Brianna Claire Smits. Dakota Marie Stark. Zoe Stegg. Hannah Stevens. William Stiggers. Abigail Marie Stidgen. Samantha A. Stovall. Nicholas Edward Tenney. Aries Lloyd Terleje. Nicholas Alexander Terrell. Soar Kevin Tu. Sierra Alyssa Tyne. Jenna Jess Thompson. Palasha Tulahar. Deborah L. Tuzas. Caitlin Von Barron. Morgan Rebecca Way. Sarah Ann Weber. Michaela Ray Weddle. Taylor Ray Wagner. Casey Lee Weingart. Lauren Whiting. Lindsay Ann Wigand. Lydia Grace Wiley Deal. Benjamin James Worth. Inesha Paige Annie Wiseman. Preston Chandler Wirtz. Anthony Thomas Zach. Bailey Ann Zank. Logan Kurt Zeinert. Cameron Ryan Zimmerman. Megan Marie Zimmerman. Jacob Zilke. Ren Louise Zawaska.
Good afternoon. Today in my pocket, I have a coin that President Zach Massetti gave each of you on August 25th, 2018, and that some of you showed me that you had with you on stage. It was your first full day on campus, and it was a day of firsts for me as well. Your matriculation convocation was the first major campus event I planned as a newly minted administrator. I still have my coin from that day, and I hope that many more of you have yours as well. And now, 4 years later, on May 15th, 2022, it is time for your college days at Ripon to come to a close. My guess is that back on that day in 2018, you and maybe your parents too were a little bit apprehensive about what was to come. But over the past 4 years, Ripon became home. You have achieved successes in the classroom, on the playing fields, and with your artistic and creative work. You thrived during unprecedented disruption and turmoil. You learned so much about yourselves. And as you leave this school that has changed you, I would like to reflect on what it may have been that made Ripon College so special. Ripon College is special because of its unique sense of place. I'd like you to take a minute and think about your favorite place at Ripon College and hold that image in your mind for a minute. Maybe the place in your mind is the Joyce Lounge, where you connected with friends over Starbucks drinks, lovingly prepared by Angel and Vicky. They know my small non-fat skim latte every day. Maybe your favorite place at Ripon College is the Franzine Center for Academic Success, where you worked with Director Brenda Gabrielson or award-winning tutor Catherine Gromit to perfect that paper or that calculus assignment. Or maybe your favorite place at Ripon College is, like mine, the Soresco Prairie Conservancy. Maybe you have spent time out there studying endangered bees with Professor Ben Grady. Maybe you trained for your cross-country season on the trails with Coach Corey Binns. Or maybe, like me, You spent countless hours out there exercising, exploring, and reveling in the beauty that evolves in every season. Ripon College is also special because of the people. Again, I'd like you to think about someone at Ripon College who inspired you and hold that image for a moment. Perhaps you are thinking about your classmate, Anisha Wiseman, who has been a star on the volleyball court, a leader for social justice and equity through her roles on the Black Student Union, and a gifted comedic actress, as I was thrilled to discover a few weeks ago during the performance of Great American Trailer Park Musical. Maybe you are thinking about fellow seniors, Peyton Ron or Cormac Madigan, whose combined athletic prowess is matched only by their academic achievements. Or maybe you are thinking about a faculty member, like Associate Professor of Physics, Christina Othan, whose love for teaching, research, and her students was deservedly recognized this year with the Faculty Staff Mentor Award. I hope that you will spend a moment in quiet gratitude for all of those people who have meant so much to you in this place that has become so special. Finally, Ripon College is special because of its legacy. It may be too soon for you to be able to picture what your Ripon College legacy will be. For some of us, it's a little easier. Ron Ernst, head football coach and all-time winningest coach in the Midwest Conference, will have as part of his legacy hundreds of young people who learned what it meant to be a student athlete under his guidance. Professor Diane Mockridge, who is retiring this year after 40 years as a member of the Ripon College history faculty, will have as part of her legacy scores and scores of students who learned to think critically through her teaching. For the last 4 years, you have woven your threads into Ripon's rich tapestry as well. Believe me when I say that you are now part of a community that extends well beyond the people gathered here today. It includes the alumni who came before you and those who are yet to be part of the Ripon experience. One of my favorite authors, science fiction writer Octavia Butler, once wrote this: "All that you touch, you change. All that you change, changes you." Part of your legacy will be what you do next with this excellent education and the life-changing experiences that you have had here. You have the opportunity now to go into the world and make a difference. Live a purpose-driven life. Make the changes that need making. And when you do that, you will know the truth of Butler's words. All that you change will also change you. And those contributions that you make in your communities and in the world, well, they will add to Ripon's legacy, as have the contributions of generations of alumni before you. So no matter what you remember in the years ahead about Ripon, about the place, the people, and the legacy, today we celebrate your past and your future. Just after this ceremony, there will be hugs and smiles and some tears. We will take photos to preserve the moment, and with those images, we will capture in some ways the very moment of change. As we close this chapter and open the next, I will join you on this journey of moving forward, as today is my last commencement at Ripon College after 11 happy years for my family and me. For all of us, you, me, the family and friends who have made your journey possible, this moment is bittersweet. We're excited for the future, and we're already nostalgic for the past, all rolled into one. Just know that we are proud of you, proud of what you have accomplished, and eager to see what lies ahead. I wish you all the good things today and in all the days to come. Thank you. So if you will all please rise and join in the singing of the alma mater, led by senior members of the Ripon College Chamber Singers. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 156th commencement exercises of Ripon College. Thank you all for joining us today. We will ask our guests to remain in their seats until graduates, faculty, and the platform have recessed. To the class of 2022, congratulations.
Wisconsin's prairies, wreathed in laurels green, stands our noble alma mater, Ripon's glorious queen. Lift the chorus, speed it onward, shout from sea to sea. Sunshine, firmly brave the storm. Loyal hearts now give thee greeting, praise is true and warm. Lift the chorus, speed it onward, shout from sea to sea.
2017 will like not make me any effort. I want that.
Hey, how's it going? Good, good. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. We made it.